Hello everyone, it is I, Matthias, and welcome back to the letter. In case you don't know what happened the last time we played this, basically we went to, we decided to buy a haunted house, and as we're buying the house, well, not really buying, but selling the house is what I meant to say. As we were selling the house, a mysterious letter shows up. And we were playing as Isabella, and well, our friends saw the letter, and well, we ran into the Wrights, and she, what's his name? Luke, I think, called Zach the N-word, and well, and lastly, Rose got. Yeah, she got. Yeah, so, yeah, don't know what to expect now. I think we're playing as Hannah now. I think we're playing as Hannah. I could be wrong. Let's see. Okay, we are playing as Hannah. Hold on. Alright, my bad. Alright, we're playing as Hannah now. Load game, yes. Okay. It is far too easy to get them to pay attention enraptured. They hang on to my every word and follow my every move. All of it would have been stifling had I not grown used to such stares. Most are respectful, some are hostile, if we are honest, and a few are downright inappropriate. After all, I am
Hannah Wright.
Bro, who are you? There is no moment of agitation as a familiar, but less than welcome face approaches me with a suggestive smirk on his face. Of course, I have to keep a benevolent smile and greet him as I greet any good friend. After all, this man could turn heads, being famous in his own right.
Officer Lee! What a pleasant surprise. I didn't think you'd have the time to attend tonight's party.
Lee, huh? He is more Luke's friend than mine, really. And I am quite sure I only invited his wife. He has a wife? I mean, of course he has a wife. Much like I am only friends with the chief inspector because of Luke. Luke is only friends with Rochelle because of me. Unlike how I treated Lee, however, Luke never hid his animosity for the lead matriarch. It was an odd sort of friendship where we would have awkward double dates. I don't even recall his first name. It started with an N, I think. I might be wrong. Aside from being chief inspector of Luxbourne Police, his wife, Rochelle Lee Vance, owns a General Electronics company and fridges and freezers mostly.
Oh, I always have time for my favorite socialite couple. Might I say, you look positively ravishing tonight.
She does, actually.
I see the husband isn't with you.
Luke. The way he eyes up at me, the way he eyes me up is enough to make my skin crawl. I just wish Luke is here to fend off the more unseemly of our peers. You know, the ones. Men who are just too friendly, staring too long at my assets. And getting close just because my husband is not here. I kind of got what they were doing. And to think they have the gall to do this at my own party, in my own house, if I might add. But like any high society woman worth her salt, I know how to handle it with grace and dignity.
I suppose you're looking pleasant as well. Luke's busy with work, unfortunately.
Of course he is.
Rochelle isn't here?
A shame. I do hope he isn't causing you much trouble. That husband of yours can be a bit daft sometimes, acting like he's still some young bachelor.
I'm very curious, what's our relationship with Hannah? Isabella, Zachary, Rebecca, Newt. Oh, so, okay. Honestly, I don't think Isabella's that bad. Yeah, she might have her priorities mixed up, but I mean, I think she's a decent person.
The wife sends her regards and her apologies, but something came up with her doctor and she needed to attend to it. You know her, being pregnant and all.
I mean, that makes sense, I guess. But why are you creeping up? Why are you being a creep to her, Hannah, though? We make small talk. Rather, I'm forced to do so, as he would not leave my side after finding his place there. Much to my chagrin, I have been extracted from the few who flock in hopes of flattering, for I can tolerate them far better than Lee. He is a nice enough person, and I adore his wife, who is obviously the brains behind the two. But there is something unsettling about him. I do not trust him as much as I want to. He regaled to my tales of the Luxbourne Police Department, a different affair to the usual gossip I am privy to, and though I loathe to admit is interesting nonetheless. I expect the topic to die out quickly, which would be understandable enough due to the confidential nature of his work. But oh boy, was I wrong.
So, wearing civvies, I steal and drive off with one of the police mobiles, right? In the mirror, I see the mutant chasing on foot and screaming about theft.
I'm not gonna lie, his voice is... I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, his voice is kinda... irking me a little bit.
The look on his face was priceless when I parked in the garage.
Oh my. You made him chase you all the way home for a prank. What did Rochelle have to say about that?
Rochelle has a strange love and hate affair with Lee. He is a married man who did not grow up his past early 20s, judging by the way he acts. Surprisingly enough, they've been married for a good 20 years. Oh, a lifetime if you compare it to my marriage of several years with Luke. I, on the other hand, well, Luke is no Lee. I should be happy about that, I suppose. Although my darling did have his moments. Yeah, like when he said something racist to Zach.
The wife pulled my ear and gave me a good talking to, though. Besides, we live in a flat a block away, so it wasn't much of a grand chase.
Weren't you living in a house near the countryside?
Exactly.
Move for work, you know. Or you probably don't.
Motherfucker. Okay.
No, I don't.
You can tell she's getting annoyed with him.
But a flat in downtown? I suppose if that's what you like.
Oh, it's horrid. Hate that tiny place, no matter how convenient it can be for work. 55 square yards are not enough when you need to get away from the wife.
I'm assuming they having some complicated relationship problems.
I wouldn't mind a place away from the city. Even started looking at the ads. I spied an interesting lot, actually. Heard it was finally put up for sale. Or that something mansion, you know the one with all the ghost stories.
Oh. Funny you should ask because, we just bought that mansion. I know what he's talking about. There are really only a few urban legends around here. It's...
The Ermagood Mansion?
Yep, that one.
That's the one. Worthy of a king it is. I'd buy it myself, but Rochelle would only gripe if I brought it up to her. Not to mention all the expenses a place like that will be a real fixer-upper. You also have to find someone willing to work there with how superstitious people can be.
If it becomes a problem, just hire someone to do an exorcism.
That's what Isabella did, right?
Actually, I do know of someone who could be up to the task. You remember the Ludgates party at their Christchurch summer residence?
Of course. It was an excellent soiree. Everything was so classy, too. Such good taste.
Oh, that place was a pigsty until they hired out this interior designer and they turned it into a bloody palace. She worked for the Exodus for their apartment in Soho too, and they recommended her when we were looking up pieces for our beach house in Porto Colom. I think I have a business card no, I must have left it in my other jacket. Anyway, she's called, what's her name? McCullough, Marianne, I believe, yes. But truly, if anyone were to get that place in McCullough, well, they'd be the envy and the talk of the town.
McCullough.
Well, if you put it that way, I might just snatch it up for myself. This place was starting to feel a bit small lately anyway.
Sure, a 3-story penthouse might not fit the definition of small for some people. Okay, maybe a lot of people. But it isn't big enough to have grand parties in. As it is, I only invite about 30 people to this one, and it already feels cramped in here. It certainly would be nice if I didn't have to ride an elevator up and down several floors before I can get anywhere as well. All looks towards not mine. Besides, I have been looking for a good anniversary gift. Luke might like this one. Where is he anyway? Luke is dressed to the nines as he usually is, and he looks ready to whatever the day throws at him. His butler and valet wait at his side just in case he isn't ready as he looks. Oh sure, that is normal. What is confusing me is the fact that he is on his way out to the penthouse, considering we won't have anywhere to go until much later.
Where are you going?
I am to attend the Triad Autumn Tasting. I do believe I informed you of this 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yes. And might I remind you that I had stricken that off your schedule? Because 1, the doctor told you to stop consuming so much alcohol.
Oh, he's an alcoholic. That's very nice.
And 2, I informed you a few days ago about the open house we are going to attend in its place. I've even found this marvelous interior designer, Mary Ann McCullough.
Mary Ann McCullough. You know what? Let's just call her Mary Ann.
It's a 3.5-hour drive to Cardiff. I don't have time for this.
Of course you don't.
This is like that little party you threw all over again. You don't inform me of it, and you expect me to stay and be a gracious host when I have business elsewhere.
Bro, it's like, okay.
You know how I operate, Hana. Unless this was penciled in, I am sticking to my schedule.
Bro, like...
If I may intrude, the madam is correct. Your physician did insist you moderate your drinking, unless you wish to incur acute pancreatitis. And you did have this open house penciled in last Wednesday morning.
Thank you.
Bullocks, I don't remember doing so.
Of course you don't.
Well, you did. While very hungover, in fact.
Oh. He did. Moaned about me being too loud, but gave in after pushing. Perhaps that was a bit too cruel and manipulative of me, but...
Whose side are you on?
Bro, he's on no one's side. It's common sense, my guy.
Come on, Luke. You promised we'd do whatever I want this weekend.
Gordon Bennett, fine. I am giving this house tour of yours a chance. But if it proves to be a waste of time, I am going to Cardiff, and you are going to take a cab home.
Bro, dude, like, what the fuck is your problem?
Are we clear?
It's just a bit of a husband. It's just a bit of a husband and wife tit for that, isn't it? All couples have their arguments. Yeah, but not like this. Once the honeymoon phase is over, as they seem to call it, reality sets in that you and your partner might not always see eye to eye. Yeah, perhaps it has been the years. 7 of them is none to scoff at. 7 of them is nothing to scoff at.
I just cannot bloody believe I agreed to this. I was really looking forward to the triad tasting.
The what? Though sometimes I think it's something a bit more than just simple disagreements, and I have to stop myself from wondering where we went wrong. I'm not going to say it.
There's always the Triad Christmas tasting in Manchester next month, and that'll only be an hour and a half drive.
Speaking of Christmas, man, I'm trying to see if I can find a job before Christmas, because I do plan on doing some online Christmas shopping, but yeah. Have I been neglectful? Not really. Have I offended? No. Have I acted shamefully? No.
Yes, but Cardiff.
Honestly, I don't think Hannah's that bad compared to Luke. I think she's decent. I mean, she does call Isabel Isabel. I don't know if she's doing it on purpose, but I don't know. She might forget. Okay. I mean, technically, she didn't technically mispronounce her name, but I guess, I don't know. Certainly any problem can be discussed. Certainly any problem can be discussed. As long as he doesn't turn me away.
Well, there goes my good mood. Are you happy now, Hannah?
Bro, don't take your anger out on Hannah. Remain silent or defend myself. Bro, why must he treat me this way? Defend myself. I'm going to stand up for myself. Like, what the fuck? There's so much a person can take before you... Like, bro, look, man. I would defend... Look, man, I don't care if he... I don't care if we're married or we're in a relationship. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way and expect me to take it. Like, no, I'm putting my foot down. Fuck that.
Yes, I am very happy, Luke. Because for once in a very long time, we are doing what I want. I'm ecstatic. Understood? And this would be perfect if you stop acting like a child who needs their nappy changed.
Yeah.
We will be leaving after lunch for the Ermengarde mansion.
I mean, honestly...
You are going to park your rear in the car and keep mum. And you are going to behave during the tour.
Needless to say, Luke seemed... Needless to say, Luke looks a little... Needless to say, damn, I can't speak. Needless to say, Luke looks a bit shocked at my little outburst. He opened and closed his mouth a few times. Struggling to reply before he crosses his arms to look like, well, a mopey child. I mean, sometimes they have to snap on them just to put them in their place.
Any more rules for this little excursion of yours, Your Highness?
No wine.
No wine?
No wine.
Unacceptable! I am already not allowed to the tasting, and you would deprive me of that simple pleasure?
Well, yeah, because you already have a nasty attitude.
If I see you take one sip today, I will put the stocks under lock and key. Do you understand me?
Do you feel me?
Don't forget the bottles he keeps in his dresser.
Oh, hell no.
Whose side are you on?
He's on no one's side, dude.
How many times in one day can you ask that?
As many times as I need you, traitor.
Bro, you're doing too much right now. The ride to the mansion is quiet, with Luke having stared out the window the entire way, not paying attention to anyone around him. Meanwhile, I am conflicted. I don't know if I should apologize for changing his plans like that. Nope. By the time we arrive at the mansion, I see his eyes light up in genuine interest. Apologizing is the last thing on my mind. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, so that was before we got this mansion. Okay, I guess that makes sense. The whole affair with the Emerald Garden mansion is certainly an interesting experience. Oh, yeah. The place had been renovated and restored by the owners to what they claim to be acceptable standards. The mansion itself looks like something befitting a fairy tale or a period piece. It is tastefully decorated and with a little bit of love and attention. I'm sure it can be a place Luke and I can call home. And the number of other prospective buyers that have come to the powerful and wealthy of Luxborn certainly did not disappoint, marking this estate as prime property. The Lees are amongst the group who went to the Rose Woman, and I saw a few other notable faces, though I did not really feel like mingling. I get it, because you're married. Unfortunately for every one of them, the Wrights are interested in buying. Oh, Isabel. Ah, fuck, I called her Isabel. I meant to call her Isabella. Y'all, you get what I'm saying. What's been bugging my mind, however, is that Isabel. It's Isabella, but okay. What is her problem? I still don't understand what is happening. One moment she is scrambling to give us the paperwork to finalize the sale. Then she is panicking over some sort of prank letter or another. I don't think that was a prank. Hannah, I don't think that letter's a prank. Because if it was, she'd be smiling, but okay. Oh, okay. The second on my mind is how touchy my darling. The second thing on my mind is how touchy my darling husband is being towards the poor dear. I cannot even plaster a smile on my face. A horrid scowl taking its place. There is no way I can pretend nothing is wrong as I hum. There is no way I can pretend nothing is wrong as I hum.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Oh, okay, so yeah. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. He is quick enough to detract her hand, which is all the girl needs to, well, for a lack of better word, escape.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Isabel. Wait, I thought her name was Isabella. Her name is Isabel. Okay. I mean, to be fair, she didn't necessarily mispronounce that name, but she did forget the... I don't know. Her partner follows, shouting after her without hesitation. There is an awkward air among us as we are left in the wake of whatever that was. The others murder and gossip with each other, speaking of the poor daft girl and telling the tale of whoever was not audience enough to act in the first place. It doesn't take too long for the woman, Rose, to return and pull us aside to the study for what I rightfully assume is damage control. Yeah. Rose invites Marianne in too, hoping to apologize to her as well. But the woman refuses. She is saying... God damn it. But the woman refuses, saying that she is not one of her clients anyway. That leaves myself, Rose, and Luke, the last two eager to make himself comfortable in a study he's no doubt already claimed as his own. He's a little too happy to be around Rose and Hannah.
I can't apologize enough about what just happened. Please forgive Isabella.
Forgive her for what?
She's been under a lot of pressure lately. She's young and all those rumors about this being haunted just got to her head.
I don't think those are rumors anymore, after what we saw. Oh wait, this was before Rose got killed. Okay, I guess that makes sense.
And it must be this terrible heat too. Not a drop of rain for days now.
Oh, it's fine. The poor girl must feel so embarrassed about what she just did.
I don't know. Okay.
But I say, let bygones be bygones. After all, she's only a child.
I'm very curious to know, how old is Isabella? She can't be that young.
She looked, what, 19?
Oh. I shoot Luke an accusing look at these words. But she's an adult. Like, I wouldn't say she's that young. I don't think she's a child. 19 is... I don't know. I mean, that is... I don't know. Is 19 considered an adult? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know, man. Because, I don't think Isabella's that young. But that's just me, though. I don't know. After all, he tried flirting with the girl. Okay, that is kind of... How old is Luke, anyway? He seems like he's in his 20s. In his late 20s. I mean, if he's 20... If he's in his late 20s and he's... I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. The nerve of him. And not only that... Isabel girl. Her name's Isabella, but okay. But also Marianne and Rose, too. Wait, he's flirting with... Oh, God. This dude's a player. So he's not only a racist and an alcoholic, but he's also a player. Like, what the hell? Damn. Okay, I guess. What kind of husband would think that it's an even remotely good idea to make moves on 3 different women while his wife stands there? Did he drink while I wasn't looking?
She's a bit older than that.
Oh, she is?
But again, I apologize. And if there's any way I can make up for what just happened, just...
Okay, I knew she wasn't... I knew Isabella wasn't that young. Okay, good.
I know what you can do. Be a darling flower and get us one of those bottles you plan to serve.
Bro, stop being a creep, man. Stop creeping on this girl.
Pop it open.
Bro, like, what the fuck? Look at how uncomfortable she is with him.
We were planning on serving some champagne. I can get that.
Yeah, I don't care if you're my client. I'd be really uncomfortable if you're looking at me with those kind of eyes.
That would be lovely. Much obliged.
Do you want a glass as well, Ms. Wright?
No, I don't.
Oh no, I'm fine.
Thank you.
I really shouldn't be drinking right now.
You hear that, Luke? You should not be drinking right now. No. But I'm sorry. And Luke shouldn't be either. Right now, I'm just too tired for any sort of argument. I don't blame you. I don't have the heart to scold him in public as well. I am certainly not his mother. I just wanted to get this horrid date done with go home and sleep. Perhaps I'll even have a strong Koopa before I head off to bed. Perhaps I'll even have a strong Koopa before I head off to bed? Yes, that sounds nice. When Rose comes back with the champagne, I beckon her over. As I have told her parents before, I have every intent of acquiring this house. I might as well, even if I'm having second thoughts about getting it for Luke. The moment we, the Wrights, have expressed interest in this place, we've had eyes set on us. If we don't buy it, that might as well be the signal to have busybodies gossip about how we may or may not have lost our fortune. Regardless of the fact that it is false, image is everything when dealing with these people. These are unspoken rules for people such as ourselves. And besides, I really did like the place. Why everything here is absolutely wonderful. Oh God! Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Well, except for this ugly painting in this study. Oh God, what the fuck? Oh, it's the girl who... Oh, okay. Oh, what the heck? How... I didn't even notice this picture. I didn't even notice this. I mean, if it wasn't... Look, if she was... If this wasn't... if she wasn't screaming, if she didn't have bloodshot eyes and a screaming mouth, then I thought it would be pretty damn, I can't speak. If she didn't have bloodshot red eyes and a screaming face, then honestly, it wouldn't be that bad. It looks like a bad fake of an Everett Munch painting.
Here's the deal. I'm willing to pay 10% higher than your listing price.
10%.
If anyone tries to outbid us, just add another 5%.
That's 15%.
I doubt anyone can, of course.
Oh, damn.
Or, you know what? Just add 15% to the listing price, and we can sign all the paperwork now.
I mean, that's actually a pretty good deal when you think about it. I would accept it. 15%? Say less.
I guess, if that's what you want. That won't be any trouble.
Damn.
I don't have all the papers now. Didn't think this would be a quick sell.
Fair enough. But yeah, man, yeah, this was before she got killed. Damn it, Rose. Why do you just look at the letter?
I'll have copies sent to you so you can look over them. And if you'd still like to finish the rest of the tour with Isabella's group, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
No, I think we're good here. We'd appreciate a private tour of the place a lot more, I think.
I mean, Hannah's not, like I said, Hannah's not that bad. I mean, yeah, she might mispronounce Isabella's name. And shit, I'm even guilty of that. But I don't think she's as bad as Luke. I mean, she seems decent at best. And at worst, she might be a little stuck up or obnoxious, but honestly, I don't think she's that bad.
All right. Should I let Marianne in, then?
Marianne? Oh, right. She's been waiting outside the study this whole time, hasn't she? I'll need to have a little chat with her to move this little mansion project forward.
Please do.
Oh, she looks... There's a look of apprehension when the other woman enters the study. Yet, like a professional, I see the moment when she steels herself and masks her worry. Admirable.
We have this project then?
Admirable, I meant.
Of course. Will you be needing anything from us?
Having the floor plans would be a great start, just so that I can look at them beforehand. And if you could tell me when you're available for a meeting so that I can include it in my calendar?
Oh, is a meeting really all that necessary, Marianne? I guess we can send Johans to help you out. You two can start by getting rid of this ugly painting.
Fuck that. I don't know why they kept scaring me. Jesus, man. That caught me off guard again. Because I wasn't... I guess I wasn't expecting that. Like, damn. A hush falls upon the room at my request.
What painting?
Oh, God. How? Okay, how did I not notice that? I guess this painting didn't show up on Isabella's part. And and behold, the painting is gone. In this place, a mirror stands, which leaves me to look at my own confused expression.
Odd. Well, no matter.
That is kind of strange.
Back to the topic at hand. Marianne, dear, we are simply far too busy to meet up.
Free up my schedule or question the need for a meeting. Hold on for a second. You know what? Free up my schedule.
But I guess we can free up a day to meet with you.
I mean, that makes sense.
I don't really need another Maudlin Monday reading about Maury anyway. The book club can function without me for one day.
Hmm.
What time shall we be seeing each other? How does lunch sound?
Besides, my house has a higher priority over book club. Why we can hold the next meeting in this place? Surely the beauty and grandeur of it all will inspire spirited and lively debates about whether modern day writers could match up the classics. I might as well clear up the rest of my week to handle whatever affairs buying this mansion requires of me. Any social activity can be put off until the Emma Garden, or rather, the Wrights Mansion great debut. I'll have my fill of great parties and gatherings, especially when I organize them myself.
That sounds good. Although, with a project of this scope, we might need most of the day to tackle your concerns. A more thorough inspection of the place is also preferable.
Breakfast then. It's a date.
Okay.
It's really not.
All right. Monday, 10 o'clock sharp. We'll see you then.
Actually, Marianne suggested that we meet at 9, but who is even awake at that unholy hour? I mean, I wake up at 6 in the morning, so I was lucky enough to wake up this morning before Luke went all the way to Candith. We say our goodbyes, shake hands, and make it clear without outright saying that we now own this house. By the time we left the mansion grounds, sunset is almost upon us.
So, you really want to buy this place then? That's a bit of a big impulse buy, even coming from you.
I mean, who wouldn't want to buy it?
Not that I'm complaining.
Bro, why you look like the Joker?
Well, I'm glad you're not complaining like you usually do.
I mean, speaking of complaining, I kid you not, man. I don't know. I guess I'll save that story for another time I play this.
It's a right and proper Christmas miracle, isn't it? Hannah has finally done something right.
Right? I refuse to look at him, staring at the passing scenery instead.
Hey, Buttercup, what's with this cheek?
Rose, Lily, Mint. The nerve, Luke, the nerve!
Oh shit. I hate to piss her off. Bro, she looks angry.
Is that what this is about? 1, that woman's name was Rose. And 2, you know I don't mean a word of that empty flirting.
Of course you don't. The proof is in the pudding.
And it's still the principle of things, Luke.
Bro.
I understand if you try to woo them to get what you want when it seems that I'm not looking. But I told you once before not to do it when I'm there.
Yeah, I mean, I get what Hannah's I kind of understand why Hannah's the way she is. I understand why Hannah is acting like that because, dude, like, the fact that you flirted with 3 women in front of her, of course she's going to get pissed off, and of course she's going to have jealous. Of course she's going to get jealous, and she might be insecure. She's probably insecure. I mean, so I would understand why she's like that. But still, man, like, you cannot be flirty with other women, especially when you're white, especially when you're married. Look, you can't be flirting with other women when you're married, especially in front of your wife. So I'm guessing Hannah has some jealousy issues, maybe. Luke dealt with other women in the past to get what he wanted. So this isn't the first time he's done that. Sometimes I have my doubts. I really want to believe that I am an exception, that he is not just using me to look like how he just used those other girls. I am having a hard time believing that now. And it isn't just the shameless flirting. There's something about Marianne. There's something about that Marianne woman, as if Luke is familiar with her. As much as it shames me, makes jealousy rears its ugly head. Okay. I am suffice to say ticked off.
Really? I forfeit my trip to Cardiff for this, and you're still not happy.
Bro, dude, like, hey man,
Oh, trust me, Luke. I am very happy. Very happy that, for once, we are doing something that I want. Can you not see the smile on my face?
I don't see any smile, but okay. It is only when I it is only when I let loose those words that the truth hits me like a slap in the face. And by the looks of it, it seems to have the same effect on my dear darling husband. It has always been Luke wants to do this and Luke wants to do that, hasn't it? I don't even remember the last trip we went to, which was my own choosing, was my own choosing without needing to get the man's approval. On the other hand, I was pulled along to every single expedition he wished to tackle, and I never objected. The rest of the ride home is spent ignoring each other, pretending the other didn't exist. Oh, I see.